notebook. Okay. Number 1, beginning. She is beginning to realize that she is not like the other children. Beginning. Next, number 2, chronological. The teacher showed the students how to create their story to show the events in chronological order. Chronological. Next, climax. The event was the climax of a long series of horrors. Climax. Next, number 4, movies. Would you like to go to the movies with me? Movies. Okay, for the last number, narrative. He is writing a detailed narrative of his life on the island. Narrative. Okay, now let's check if you have written the correct words. Beginning. Chronological. Climax. Movies. Narrative. Beginning. B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G. Beginning. Chronological. Okay, class. Look at the following pictures. What can you see on the first picture? Yes, Ashanti?
I see a boy dog.
Very good. What else can you say about the first picture?
I see a boy with a bag.
Very good. Aside from that,
I see a boy walking.
very good. Let's move on to the next picture. What can you see on the next one? Let us have.
He washes the dishes.
What else? Yes?
He is washing his hands.
Very good. Next picture. Yes, please.
Where is he?
Very good. Alabama. What else? Yes. What is the boy holding? Yes.
The boy holding a book.
Very good. And on to the last one. What can you see? Let's have Rian. Raven, I should say. What can you see on the last picture, Raven? Okay, what else? Yes? Very good. Okay, from the pictures that I have shown you, we have a boy walking, a boy washing his hands, a boy reading, and a boy writing on a notebook. Okay, so we have the words okay, are called verbs. Will you say it again?
Walking, watching, reading, and writing are called verbs.
Very good. So those are verbs or what we call action words. Action words are called verbs. Okay? Very good. Let's proceed to the next one. For you to be energized. Everybody say your names. So these are the different tenses of verbs. We have the past tense, present tense, and future tense. Okay, so past tense are actions, events, or feelings happened at an earlier point in time or already happened in the past. Present tense are actions, events, or feelings that are currently happening or repeatedly happens. And for the future tense, these are actions, events, or feelings that will happen in the future. Okay? Verbs or action words happen in different times. These differences are what we call verb tenses, which will be the focus of our lesson. After going through this lesson, you are expected to compose clear and coherent sentences using appropriate tenses of verbs. First tense of verbs is past tense. These are actions, events, or feelings happened at an earlier point in time or already happened in the past. To change the verb in the past tense, just add ed. If the verb ends with e, simply add d. But for some verbs, they change their spelling and they are called irregular verbs. Let's study the following examples. First, last year I traveled to Cebu. Will you please read it again, class? What is the verb used in the sentence? That's right.
What is the base form or root word of traveled, and what is being added or changed to make it past tense? You're correct. Why do we need to use the past tense of the verb? Exactly. The word last year signifies that the action happened in the past. Next example, he arrived from the airport at 8 o'clock earlier this morning. Please read it again, class. Thank you. What is the verb used in this sentence? You're right. What is the base form of arrived and what is being added to make it past tense? That's correct. Why do we need to use the past tense of the verb for this sentence? Exactly. The words earlier this morning tells us that the action happened in the past. Another example, yesterday, the grade 6 pupils wore their face masks when they went to school. Please read the sentence again, class. Thank you. What is the verb used in the sentence? That's right. We have two verbs in the sentence, were and went. What is the base form or root word of were and went? And what is being added or changed to make it past tense? You're correct. Why did we change their spelling? Very good. They are irregular verbs, so we changed their spelling to make them past tense. Why do we need to use the past tense of the verbs in this sentence? Exactly. The word yesterday signifies that the action happened in the past. To sum it up, just add the, ed, or change the spelling of irregular verbs to make it past tense. Let's proceed to the next one. Present tense. These are actions, events, or feelings that are currently happening or repeatedly happens. If the subject is singular, we use the be verb is, or we simply add s or es to the verb. If the subject is plural, we use the be verb are, and the verb that we use is the base form or will remain without adding anything on it. Look at the following examples. Please read the first one. What is the verb or verbs used in the sentence? That's right. The verbs used in the sentence are wears and goes. What is the base form of wears and goes, and what is being added to those verbs? You're correct. Why do we need to add s or es to these verbs? Exactly. The subject of the sentence Philip is singular, so we need to add s or es. Next example, the grade 6 pupils always wear their face masks in school. What is the verb used in the sentence? That's right. The verb used in the sentence is where. What is the base form of where and what is being added to the verb? That's right. Why did we use the base form of the verb? Very good. The subject of the sentence pupils are plural. That is why we need to use the base form of the verb. To sum it up, just add s or es to the verb with singular subject and use the base form of the verb for plural subjects. Let's move on to the last tense of verbs. Future tense. These are actions, events, or feelings that will happen in the future. To change the verb into the future tense, just add will before the verb. Look at the example. Example, the grade 6 pupils will sanitize their classroom tomorrow. Will you please read it again, class? What is the verb used in the sentence? Correct. The verb used in the sentence is will sanitize. What is being added before the verb? Very good. We added will before the verb sanitize. Why do you think we need to use a verb in the future tense? Exactly. We need to use the future tense of the verb in this sentence because the action will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow signifies that the action will happen in the future. This is the simplest tense of verb. Just add will before the verb to make it future tense. Okay, let's find out if you really understood what we have discussed. What are the different tenses of verbs? Very good. How to change these verbs in different tenses?
Are you all finished?
Yes.
Please pass your papers forward at the count of 1. Move your papers in front. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, 7, 8. Okay, thank you.